What's good, y'all? It's your man Get Money Green, and welcome back to another episode of Keep It a Buck podcast. Today's episode is one that's close to heart and been a topic of a lot of barbershops and chill spots all across America: the rap gap.
I need the stage. I need the stage, Breakaway. That ain't my fucking problem. That ain't my fucking problem.
The rap gap. It's a term that we've coined in relation to what's going on between the younger generation and the older generation.
Old beats, I'm not rapping them. My fans won't be disappointed.
No, they will. But I hope I piss your friends
Your
off.
fans gonna be disappointed. Got you good on me. I feel like I'm making. I don't know, man.
I mean, I respect the
It's cool.
fact you fell off at the end.
Put another beat on.
Nah, because all I got is old man beats and you're not built for
Hey,
that.
listen. It's gonna be a lot of young guys coming up here, and they ain't gonna want to rap on that. I'm trying to tell you, it's changing.
You know, I hope they change. But as I've seen with all you little young motherfuckers that think you nice, y'all get to like 27, 28, and y'all get to struggling, and y'all be trying to come back
I'll tell
and
you
find
what,
that sound.
I ain't gonna struggle, bro.
All right, we're going to see.
Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Lacosta for sending me this sweater. Today's sponsor is Lacosta. When you look at what people are saying, I don't necessarily know if it's true. You know, what's going on in the rap game has always been going on. You've always had younger rappers coming in and moving up in the ranks and becoming great rappers. So I don't really think that it is a straight up beef, but there is a lot of situations where younger individuals, younger kids, YNs, go at the older heads. So before we go deeper into it, let's give you the chart on how it goes in our culture. Number one, you got the little dudes. Little dudes are the ones that's between the ages of 4 and 12 years old. You might see them around the barbecues running around. Those are the little dudes. Then you have the YNs. YNs are 16 to about 24. The YNs. Then you have the big bros. Big bros go from 24 to about 30 years old. And when you hit 30 years old is when you become Unk. Unk is from 30 to about 39 years old. You get the Unk label. And then you get the OG label between 40 and 55 years old. You are the OG. And then 55 and up, you become an elder, and they got to show all the respect. So there, we got the categories out, and now we got to have a talk about this.
YNs and old heads, man, y'all stuck in the same cycle, man. Fighting over block that don't even belong to you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Beefing over women that don't hold no value. It's even crazy. Destroying each other with crimes that only make the system stronger. Even crazier.
This is something that's been going on for a while. So I took a minute to look at some of the stats to see who's making the money. And right now, the top artist in the game would be considered Big Bro. NBA Youngboy, he's right around there. I want to say between that 26 and 30 years. So he's not even a YN no more.
Trying to get my stuff. Bro, no, bro. Trying to get my stuff first, bro. Watch out.
Alright, you got it.
Yeah, I know. Alright, how much is it?
And a lot of times it's just a communication thing where they can't sit down and talk it through, or it's a I'm younger, you think you know more because you older. And sometimes they might know something more to help out, or it might just be the older cat is jealous and don't like the fact that the young boy is getting it. Now this is what a 2025 hip-hop concert looks like. Not much different. Everybody having a good time, getting live, having fun. I'm saying, if we're looking at that, then we're not that far apart. Now y'all gotta understand something. This is what a 90s hip hop concert looked like. If you're a young dude, one of the things I would do is if you come around an older cat with some music background, allow him to show you some of the greats. Allow him to open you up to something you may not have listened to before. But if you're trying to make innovative music, you might want to go back and look at some of the ones that were able to do that. So if you're a young cat and you're around an older head and y'all trying to find a bridge to kind of be able to coexist around each other, give the older head a chance to introduce you to some music you might not have heard before. That might have been before your time. And for you older cats out there, if you in a situation where you are around some young boys and somebody might cut some music on, it don't necessarily mean that it's supposed to be to your standards. You might just want to try to peep the music for this is what they into right now. Because the first thing we do is be like, if you a New York cat, you're going to be like, yo, Gangstar had that, or, you know, Nas is this, that, or, you know. But right now, they might be checking for NLE Chopper. They might be checking for NBA Youngboy. You know, it's G Herbo. It's a lot of people these young cats listen to. So when they cut their music on, give them a chance. Give the music a chance. You might connect better with them. Female MCs, they take the time to listen to the older cats. You know, they got auntie, and they give auntie that respect to where the YNs don't want to give the OGs no respect. And it's cashing in for the young artists, you know what I'm saying? Look at, like I said, just look at some of the women in comparison to the men. The women ain't going to jail, they going to the bank, you know what I'm saying? If you a youngin', take the time to get to know Tribe Called Quest, Outkast, Goody Mob, Dre and Snoop, Gangstar. You got DJ Premier, you got Nas, you got J. Rudel Damager, you got Pastor Troy, you got Young Bloods, you got, it's so many rappers that you can get put onto that you definitely, if you are a rapper, if you consider yourself a hip hop artist, it's a plethora of MCs out there that can help you out. Now, if you are older head, take the time to get introduced to their music. Take the time to get introduced to their sound, because you don't want to get left in the background just because you stubborn. You don't want to let go of the boom bap era. I personally love the boom bap era, but sometimes the young cats don't want it. And a message to all you 90s rappers, I'm gonna just make a suggestion. It's a lot of us putting out music right now. It's a lot of us putting out really good music, but it's one thing I noticed that we not doing is incorporating the younger artists. I mean, I've seen a lot of rappers in the last couple months drop really good albums. You know, Mobb Deep dropped a new album. You had De La Soul drop the new album. Slick Rick dropped a new album. I think, hell, Nas and Premier dropped a new album. Eric Sermon dropped a new album. But I didn't hear none of the younger MCs on any of their projects. And I said that might have been a kind of a, I understand you're trying to keep it current with the old school and keeping our era alive, but if you was really trying to tap into 2025, 2026, I would have definitely tried to get maybe some remixes with some of the younger artists that's out right now into these projects, because we got to find a way to introduce them to what we do and then clear a path for them coming forward in the future. So that's just my suggestion, but it would have been kind of cool to see somebody like an NBA Youngboy on a Primo track, or to hear somebody like NLE Chopper spitting a verse with Havoc, or somebody like G Herbo on a record with Eric Sermon. It's like that's what the music is about, mixing and blending the flavors together to come out with dope new hip hop and innovative stuff. So yo, man, it's just about learning to bridge that gap, and that's what we're gonna close on. Understanding that we all need each other, and all of us make dope music. So let's kind of put the masculinity, you know, to the side for a minute, just to get the music flavor, because it's been done before. They once said we was like at war with each other on East Coast. We had the East Coast, West Coast, and we was able to get past that. So we definitely be able to get past the rap gap. I'm your man, Get Money Green, And this show was sponsored by AM Dub Publishing, also Sleet Army Records. Check out your man Abraham Maxwell with his new single I'm Clean, and he got some new music coming. And also check out our Sleet Stacks Greatest Hits album. You can find it on all streaming platforms. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Keep It a Buck Podcast. Peace, y'all. And also, if you're a business or an artist trying to promote your product or your music, send it to keepitabbuckpodcast@yahoo.com, and we will definitely review it and get it on the air.